Welcome aboard, global learners. This is Dr. Thompson, your captain speaking. We are officially first in line for takeoff. Please fasten your seatbelts, put your tray tables up, and prepare for a truly first-class conversation. Today, we're crossing borders and building bridges through language. Our passengers in the premium cabin are one of our brilliant assistant principals, Dr. Kandi, one of our amazing teachers, Miss Courtney Baia, and one of our rising stars, Junior Ozodabonu Zafarova. Thank you all for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having us. We are really excited to be here. Ozoda and I are here to talk to you all today about the Silk Road Society, which Ozoda, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Oh, yeah, sure. Hi, my name is Ozodabonu. I'm junior and I'm an IB diploma student at George Washington High School. I grew up in Uzbekistan and I came United States like 2 years ago.
So you've been in the United States for 2 years?
Yeah.
So Washington is the first school that you've attended
Yes.
in the United States. Awesome. And what are some of the biggest challenges you feel that you have faced as an ESOL student?
One of the biggest challenge I faced was communication, understanding fast speaking English, and like speaking without feeling nervous. Also learning US school system was kind of hard for me because it's completely different than school system in my country and mostly in Central Asia. And having new friends, expressing myself clearly in a very difficult first. It was difficult to expressing myself first.
And look at you now, though. You're killing it.
Thank you.
Could you share a positive memory or experience that made you feel truly welcomed here at George Washington?
Yes, I can actually. I want to actually share a moment where which changed my George Washington kind of experience. Totally different. Like at the moment I felt very welcome was I was in my science class and it was all regular classes, and my teacher saw that I was kind of different. I was kind of having good grades, and he changed my roster to honors classes, and this is how I get know all good students and get in track, and this is how I had better classes and better opportunities by changing my roster by my teacher, and that's where I felt actually welcomed and heard and seen.
I love that. I especially love that because I think that sometimes our ESOL students think like programs like AP and National Honor Society, IB are not for them. I hear that a lot from our students, and so I really want them to hear that those are opportunities that are really open to them, even if English is not their first language, and that you can be successful in those programs, and you're a great example of that.
Yes.
And truly, our International Baccalaureate program can be truly international if more students do know that they have access. It just takes the work, the effort, and somebody, as you said, to believe in them and to push them to change the roster. So that's super, super excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe too that children of international background can do really well in sciences. I've seen that they have succeeded in sciences really well, even though there is a little bit of language barrier, but they're still able to do well because chemistry is most of it is mathematics. Mm-hmm. Physics is mostly mathematics. But I'm very happy to know that Ozodabonu, you succeeded in biology, you said?
IB program.
IB program. So was it... Sorry, I missed the IB chemistry?
Whole IB diploma program. It's chemistry, math, English, psychology, Spanish, English.
Nice.
So what was the class that you were in that somebody gave you that little bump?
Oh, yeah, it was environmental science, Mr. Jetter.
Okay.
Oh,
Excellent.
nice.
So this was
excellent.
when you were early on in your career.
Ninth grade, first semester, they changed and I got introduced to honors classes.
Oh, that's fabulous. Okay.
So you started this club, the Silk Road Society here at George Washington. You just started it this year. For folks who are not familiar, can you explain what the name Silk Road Society means?
Sure, of course. Silk Road Society, we found this name with my co-founder, Nurafsun. She's a co-founder of Silk Road Society, and we find out about this name together. So I want to talk about background of this name. Silk Road is an ancient trade route that connected Asia, Europe, and Africa. It wasn't only trading goods. It helped people share cultures, language, and ideas. The name shows that we want to connect students from different culture and help them learn from each other. and combine them all here in George Washington High School and make sure they are connected and they know everything that's happening in the school.
And that kind of answers my next question, which is, why you wanted to start the Silk Road Society group is just to support Els here.
Yes, I was there like in my 9th grade, that I wanted them to feel confident and make friends and help each other. I want to build a club that celebrates our background, help us succeed in a U.S. school. And our mission is to support ESL students and international students academically, socially, emotionally, so they know that they belong here and, they can feel safe and all that.
I love that because there is, we think about the language barrier, but we sometimes don't think about the cultural barriers that exist even within cultures themselves. Like here as Americans, we have our own system here, and then there's cultural things that we deal with that are unfamiliar to everyone, and then there's these whole cultures of interacting with each other that we have to learn as well. That's great. Thinking back to when you first arrived, what specific gap or need did you see in the student community that SRS can really fill here?
Oh, yeah. I think many students who move to USA needs help with English, and they don't always know where to go. And SRS fills that gap where we offer community support, guidance. By guidance, I mean our cabinet members are mostly seniors and juniors, and we are in the kind of IB programs and AP classes and CCE program. So we kind of know a lot about school. So that's why I can tell that our cabinet members and team can give very great guidance to the ESL students who were at school recently.
So if I'm hearing this right, because I want to hear it right, it sounds like you want to help Els advocate for themselves and access different opportunities, because you shared that you're in the IB program, you've got some of your some others in the SRS or in CTE, and I think those are specialized programs that not everybody really knows about.
Yes, that is why. I also didn't know what was honors is, and it literally changed my whole high school career. So I want to share what's honors, AP, GPA, like whole school system, whole programs, because I thought George Washington didn't have good programs, but once I got introduced, I see how George Washington offers a lot of sports, a lot of clubs, and a lot of programs that is amazing, and we need to take opportunity to introduce to ESL students as well.
Yeah,
to
and you
them
did
engaged.
a step forward. You created your own club.
Yes.
And that's also an opportunity for others as well.
Yes.
I have an idea at this point. So what do you say, Dr. Thompson, that we create one more English language learner students orientation, and we invite SRS members to that so that you can talk to students and help them understand all the various programs we have in George Washington High School?
Yes.
And that way, coming from an adult versus coming from peer definitely matters. It'll be more powerful and more effective. So think about it.
Yes. Right now we are also working on that as well, which I'm also a member of National Honor Society, and I'm a member of Social Justice and other clubs. I'm connecting them, we are connecting Social Justice, NHS, and other clubs with SRS. We are trying to introduce them. I'm going up to teachers and talk to them individually, and I'm going up to classes, talking to them individually in their own languages. Since I know 5 languages, it's making me easier to connect with them, personally, and peer to peer is kind of easier. And I'm going up to their own classes and teachers and talking to them.
Amazing. What languages do you speak?
I speak Uzbek, Tajik, Russian, English, and Turkish.
Wow. I just met a Turkish student in our school today, a brand new student.
Yes.
And she was struggling to talk to people around.
Yeah.
So that'll be very helpful.
No, her name is Mariam Salak. I took
correct.
her and took her classes and introduced her teachers today during my lunch period.
There you
so I
go.
know her. We already exchanged our numbers, and I invited her to SRS.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's amazing.
That's actually another excellent thing that the group has been doing is that, they've connected with Mr. Helms and then the ESOL department. So every time we have a new ESOL student register, they're the first people that get called down to show them around the school. And then also as part of that, or telling them the resources that are here and the teachers you can talk to, for different things. And I think that's a really great thing that they've.
Yeah. I want the SRS to be first door that opens whole other programs that's in the school.
And they've been, providing tutoring for English language learners every Friday after school. They've been tutoring students during advisory in room 222 for math, and have just been like an excellent resource already. And who do you think should join SRS and why, Ozoda?
Anyone can join, obviously. We welcome ESL students, multilingual students, and also native speakers who wants to help others learn new language and explore cultures. Since SRS members are very variety cultures. We have a lot of people who is different cultures. So if you come to SRS, you'll learn about cultures, the exchange. We speak literally like 3 or 4 languages in every meeting. So you hear different languages, and you maybe want to learn that. And you can get your community hours done in SRS by planning meetings and helping us to make events. And it's good opportunity to have extra curriculum that's very strong, I believe, for college application. And it's also good to get your community hours done. And it's good to share your help to community and learn a lot of stuff about school as ESL students.
What are some of the main activities or events that the SRS plans to host throughout the year?
Right now, we are doing English tutoring every Friday after school in room 222. We offer homework help, one-by-one tutoring during advisories. We also invite speakers, such as IB students, seniors, and we also run activity games like that helps you explore more cultures. We're also planning to do some kind of event that presents our culture, Central Asian culture. And we also do meeting every other week Wednesdays that shares a lot of information about school system, U.S. school system. Like we introduce them GPA, AP, IB. In last meeting, which was yesterday, we introduced them how to graduate high school, pathways, keystones, and every other pathways. So the last meeting was yesterday, yes, and we talked about graduation, which is very important, I guess, and we did that.
No, that's excellent. That is really an important thing, definitely for the students to have in their own language, to have all of that explained, because it's a lot of information, and to your point, they're dealing with a completely different school system. So I felt like that was really helpful that you did that yesterday. You mentioned that the Silk Road Society meets in room 222 every other Wednesday. How can students find out about our meetings and more information?
Yeah, we have our own Google Classroom. We are also running Instagram page for SRS, which is called SRS_GWHS page. And you can also follow school announcements. There's flyers every corner in the school. And you can also come to room 222 to get more information or talk to any of our cabinet members. And this is how you can find us. And you can also find in George Washington page, we announce 1 day or 2 days before meetings in the stories.
Would you be interested in visiting us during our town halls, when we do the grade group town halls? Would you be interested in coming and introducing the students to SRS, and they know what SRS does and how can you be helpful to them?
Sure.
Is that something you would think about?
Yes, sure. We are looking at opportunities to introduce SRS. We are trying to take every single opportunity that helps SRS to rise.
Okay.
And if we
You
do
got
this
it.
right, you'll have more than one room that you'll need after school, which is a beautiful thing because we're 41% Ls right now. That's a lot of kids that are coming and need to understand the school system, but more than that, need to have a place that they can be themselves and share themselves and who they are with others and feel safe.
Yes, because I think high school is a very important step which prepares for college. And if they know what high school is, and if they do good at high school, so they can get scholarships and get to college, instead of just going CCP because they don't know there's other colleges exist that gives you scholarship if you do better in school.
Yeah.
They're making our lives easier.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What are some of your goals for the Silk Road Society in the next year, and what would you like the group to achieve?
Definitely, we want to grow our memberships. We want to have more people. Last meeting we had 15, but we want this number to increase, and we want this quality to increase. We want to collaborate with other clubs, which we are already trying to do. We want to offer more tutorings, and we want to plan cultural trip and help more students to feel confident in their education. I can also say we want to make official certificates they receive their active members, so they can put in their college application that's official club, they did this, and they get official certificate and recognized by the school.
That's great.
And get in the senior events, they get called and they get certificates.
And one thing that we're really looking to do is expand our languages. So even though it's Silk Road Society and we are focused on culture in Central Asia, we were looking for tutors who speak French and Spanish and other languages as well that can help us branch out and support other students in the L program.
Yeah. I can already kind of say a little bit about SRS has achieved, even if it's in the short period of time, which is 3 months. We can already see some differences, which is one of our members who has been coming since beginning of the club. Her GPA was 2.4, and we worked with her, we tutored her, and we changed her roster to honors because she didn't know what was honors is and she didn't know what GPA and all that is, but we introduced to her, and we changed her roster, and her GPA now is 2.7, which I think is already great result that we are seeing in students since they are getting introduced to more honors and all those classes.
Absolutely. And as a teacher, an ESOL teacher, I'm seeing, the difference that you're making with the students as well, because having that peer support makes them a lot more confident and a lot more comfortable. And then they realize a little bit more they're not alone. And I know that for ESOL students, practicing English speaking can be really intimidating. How does the SRS create a safe and supportive environment for them to build their conversational skills?
They can participate in our English tutoring sessions. Besides that, we are tutoring them during advisories. And I think that helps to increase their English speaking levels.
And what is the single most important message you want to give to a student who's considering joining the Silk Road Society?
I would say you're not alone. SRS is a family where your language, your culture, and your story matters. Join us. We want to grow together and succeed together. That's what I would say.
You're amazing, if I may just say. You're fabulous, and I feel so lucky to be part of this, and thank you for asking me because I'm so impressed by you, and you have such a bright future ahead of you.
Thank you for being our SRS amazing sponsor, which helping a lot as well.
This is simply super duper news for us to know, at least as a 10th grade administrator. Now I know what SRS stands for and what does it do.
Yes.
Thank you. And I will definitely invite you to 10th grade town hall.
Thank you.
Be ready.
That sounds great. And just like that, we've reached our destination. Thank you for flying with us today. We truly hope you enjoyed this first class conversation. As we begin our final descent, please remember to subscribe, like, and share our content, especially on our YouTube channel, so you don't miss a thing. A huge thank you to our incredible flight crew for making this trip possible, Dr. Kamala Kandi, Miss Courtney Baia, and one of our rising stars, Ozodabonu Zafarova. Until next time, travel safely. I'm Dr. Thompson. Peace out.